Yes, I'm quite interested in death in a kind of morbid way. Which goes together. Well, death just happens. Boom. And, it's just there. Confusing beast. And some people have the life force. My gran had the life force. She just kept going. Would not check out. You know, she had 3 strokes, and she was paralyzed down the left-hand side, but she was still in there. God, I'm sticking here. And the Grim Reaper must have been next to her on her shoulder. Come, old lady, it is your time. Come, we go to the land of the dead. Come, we will travel across the river Styx on my boat. 2, please. 1 and 1 OAP. What? Look, are you coming? My gran's still at home. No, I'm not coming. Got stuff to do. I've got to sit around and talk weird for a couple of years. Which was the unfortunate downside of the stroke thing. I mean, my relationship, I kept visiting her, and I was her mother-in-law, her daughter-in-law, her brother's son. You know, it just shuffled round. I mean, she was a very energetic woman. She had there's a certain age you get the gran coat, the coat that grans get. They go around and the cake on the head type thing. 20 Rothmans, please, thank you. That was my gran. But yeah, the Grim Reaper must have a tough time because women don't die, they go on. Men just go 65, boom, boom. Come on, where's your stamina? Boom, boom, boom. I am a gran, I live forever. The Grim Reaper there. I could not get the women, they would not come. I got the men are all lined up. But yes, thank you, we're ready for bed. Can we get pajamas, please? No pajamas in the land of the dead. I was told pajamas in the brush. I don't think. Yes, pajamas. No, and then. No. Oh, I've got your side. I'm sorry. I don't know what's going on. There's a mime problem. There's a baboon here. What's he doing? Someone was punching me. I'm just in the line. I don't know what's going on. And God is there in the land of the dead. Grim Reaper, you could not get the women. You could not get... Oh, sorry. In my James Mason voice. Grim Reaper, you could not get the women. What was the problem? Didn't you reap them with your grim reaping equipment? I tried that, but the women, they all know hopscotch. And they leapt over. They did, and it's a secret, religious, weird, ceremonial rite of passage for girls. The women know, and hopscotch was bizarre for boys because boys never played. And as a boy, I was behind walls going, "What happened? What do they do? What do they do here?" And they had a track laid out with numbers, mystic numbers: 1, 5, 7, 8. You know, a bit of a broken doll there. Some girl keeping lookout with a skipping rope. In case the clergy came by. Run, it's the clergy! Run, it's the Pope and everyone. Because they do all that skipping stuff, don't they? Young girls. Young girls and huge fuck-off boxers are the 2 groups of people that have a joining line. Jam, elephants, peanuts, elephant, jumping up and down, chain. And huge fuck-off boxers are doing the same thing. 1, elephant, 2, gentlemen, and jump and roll over top of it. I've never seen young girls and big fuck-off boxers do it at the same time. The impressions here are kind of sketchy. You have a very high voice for a boxer. Yes, I do. I have a very deep voice for a girl. So I was talking about hopscotch, isn't it? Hopscotch, the strange religious experience. All the numbers there, and there was one girl on the course. They go girl by girl. We go, Frère Jacques, Frère Jacques, dormez-vous. I think that was training for this with the leg stuff. Dormez-vous, sonne-le. And at some point she'd go, oh no, fucked it up. Oh, no. And boys watching will go, what? Did what wrong? Fucked up what? What did they do right? It makes no sense. And then they'd all drift off, and boys would walk over the course. What happened here? We should do an archaeological dig.